when I do them, I hope at least. Yeah. So, this is how it could look like if you do some things. I did all of those in the train here with just a few commands. If you're interested, I can just do them again. Now I learned that there's a B command. And so I could just do git transform this one and get a nice fancy ASCII art, and then can do all sorts of those things. But I think I'm rushing ahead. Yes, I don't have that hidden. Honestly, I don't want to. Whoops. Yeah, this is what happens when you map above next to a certain command. So, it's about some things you cannot do in Vim and how to do them there anyway, because, as I said, I don't like to leave Vim, or at least Vim key bindings. The agenda today, so what's happening here, is I want to show you how to draw simple diagrams in Vim. And with simple, I don't mean really simple, but at least you can do it for like in mail or something. I want to talk about image editing and show you tools, or mention the tools I use for that. And yeah, so this is what I want to have in the end, like a big diagram of all the network you have for a small app. And you can start with, you can do all this one by one. If you have those in boxes, firewall and load balancer, or if you don't have them. So if you just say, I want to have some app server here, and then you want to have some box around it. The way I did it was invoking cowsay. And if you don't know cowsay, it's awesome. If you have this afternoon to spare, it transforms this the current line into that. And I think this is perfect. First it's fun, and then I have a little box. And this is how working makes really a fun experience. I prepared the lines down there because I tried some drawing plugins for Vim, and long story short, they all suck at a different level. So if you're drawing line art in Vim, maybe remember your youth and do it this way. And again, I didn't say it. So I just copied this the app server multiple times so that I have multiple of them. I centered them, and if you don't know how centering works, it's basically simple. You can say center, and it does what you ask it to do. And it's one of those things that you just don't know if you don't know them, and you never look them up, because why should my text editor do this? But in the end, it's a text editor, and if some word processor can do it, of course Vim can.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
How does Vim know the line, the rows which to center by the current text TW?
Yeah, I think it's the text width, but you can also, if you are feeling adventurous, I think you can center it for different things. So if you are writing mails and want to center it more to the left or to the right because it looks nicer, then you can do it, of course. So we have it centered, and then I had the lines I've prepared moved to the right spot, just copy and pasting. It's really easy. But I thought about doing this one in a live coding session, but I know how calm I am at presentations, so I didn't do that. But I did this in 10 minutes in the train, so it's not really complicated. Yeah, so now I have some more lines. The tricky thing is to easily get the lines from the app server to the database server again, because they need to talk to each other, and without lines they cannot do this at all. So I copied them down there. This is the very easy part. And then I resorted them. if you want to see how I resorted them, I can show you. This is really fun, for certain levels of fun. So I numbered the lines with the Linux tool NL. Select the same visual and set sort -r. If you think this is cheating, then remember that Vim is built into an environment. And I also want to center it again. There we go. Doesn't this look nice? Apart from the text, the fact that it doesn't look nice. I know, setting. This is the one we sorted again. And then with some easy search and replace, I changed the orientation of those things. And I can show you. Concentrate. And it's really easy. Wait, no.
No, you fixed it. Yeah.
This is something we all know.
Just use another first.
Can search backwards.
Yeah, but this would make the joke completely new. And now this also needs to be reversed, and yeah, you get the idea. Set hidden, is it? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice one.
I replaced the other one off camera, as Ron Bates was saying. Okay, so this is how I actually did an ASCII diagram and sent it to a person, and I did it all in Vim without using any external tools. It was a fun experience. In hindsight, I should have sent a picture, because then I saw that other people's mail clients are not mod and do not know what a fixed font width is. Well, I could explain it to him. It was also professional, but yeah, it was fun. Okay. So I mentioned that I would do real image editing. I mean, this ASCII art is one thing. It's just shelling out and so on, but real images, PNGs, no way. I love Costate. Did I say that? This only works in GVim, but Vim is Vim. So let's open the GVim. And I didn't know beforehand which font size I needed, so
I think you.
yeah. See, if I would concentrate, everything would be easy.
Yeah.
And I cannot use Control Plus in the GVim, it's only in the terminal. There we go.
Keep concentrated.
If you want to just create or see an image, I have preferred some little favicon. I mean, if you're working in a console or on a text editor, you're a programmer, most likely you're not designing whole web pages, and I wouldn't recommend doing that in Vim. Really. Even though Vim is great, it's not Photoshop. But if you want to change this favicon, why don't I just edit it in the images? It's in the folder.
Now you know the
See different wins and I've gotten.
It's the best option ever, right?
Yeah. So, I put the icon and it didn't work. Well, except it did work. What I'm seeing here is the output of plugin which is done by T-Pope,
Of course.
who does all the other plugins in the world, I think. And it's using ImageMagick to transform the image into an XPM.
Yeah.
An XPM has a very nice feature. It's a plain text file for the image. Those are columns, rows, and I see it's the wrong number of rows. It should be 16 by 16, anyway. And it has 84 colors, which are described here. So, here we go. This is the timeline. As you can see on the cursor, I see the character which is used. So see this white-ish color is closing parentheses, so I fixed this one. Sorry, wrong character. So there we go. And now I want to see if this is an S. P. P is. Make this one a real.
You're spoiling it.
Ah.
VI.
This is like old times.
So you're still designing websites here?
That's what you do at work, right?
Yeah, when YouTube is down, it's so boring. Okay, I think it's close enough. Let's just broaden an eye.
What is it called? This plugin?
After image. So there we go. So let's just save this one and see what the image is like. It's like, we zoom in. It's fixed. Now we have proper favicon. But wait, there's more. This is one tiny little favicon, and this is really easy to fit on a screen even if you enlarge it. But it can be used for even bigger images. Like, let me just say I'm going to grab because it's grab. This one I reduced to smaller size and just 16 colors, so it would be easy to do this. But now I can, this is my icon, staring at you, and I see that the glass is broken. And I don't like it when my glasses are broken, so I fix it. And there I go, editing images in Vim. It's totally possible. Screw you, Photoshop. And I could go on, but this is kind of boring. So I go back to the real and only Vim, which is in text Vim. The one thing I used for all the tricks before was the sort command from Linux. So I just said bang sort, and it sorted everything. But you don't even have to go that far. You can just highlight it and say sort. Oops, sorry. Should have worked.
Underset, yeah.
Yeah, me and my concentration. And this also works if it has a lot of features. If this row is doubled, the first one, or the first and second, now. I can say sort U, and it's making them unique. So you don't need to shell out. So if shelling out is expensive to you, you don't need to anymore. I discovered this while I was presenting this to someone, and he said, why don't you just use built-in functionality? So, yeah, Vim is once more awesome.
And what about reverse sorting? Do you know if that's possible as well?
This
A third keyword?
Sort R doesn't work.
Let's say it does not replace the external sort, which has many more.
Yes, that's true. But I think for the short and fast sorting, if you don't want to invoke full indentation, it's good enough to have that one. Especially the unique feature is, I think, a good thing. If you have text fixtures in the table or something, it's good to make them unique because somebody, just copy everything over and you have 3 times site A with page 15. It's happened to me.
Reverse sort is with a bang, sort bang.
Thanks for looking at the help, which I didn't. Yeah, it's like always this one. Did you know that?
Don't
Yes,
panic.
yes.
If you just say help bank, it's...
Okay.
There are other hidden gems in the help, but you need to discover them yourself. So,
Homework.
the...
Around here. It'll be a test next time.
Holy Grail, you know Holy Grail?
Forced to do it.
Next time.
Forced to do it.
The essence of everything is use the shell user, and I see there was a mistake. So I need to fix it. You should use the shell, and then you have much more than just a text editor. You have everything you need inside there. On Twitter, I'm this guy. On GitHub, I'm there. And my vimrc, which does not contain set hidden yet, is also on GitHub. Yeah, so you can fork it and improve it and make my life easier.